The Howard Stern Show.
Now, you didn't know anything about boxing, really, when you got into this role, right? I mean, you were not, you'd never done martial arts as a kid, and you never, right?
Yeah.
So you decided to do a boxing movie. Kurt Sutter wrote it. Yep. That's the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
He's great, right?
He's great.
Great guy. And
he actually was my neighbor at one point. I remember I was hammering something in my house, and he was just like, I remember someone screaming, "What the fuck is that noise? Stop fucking hammering!" And I was like, "Who is that asshole?"
Right.
And he was, and then we met up, and I was like, "Oh, that's Kurt Sutter." Oh,
yeah,
shit.
but he's a scary looking dude, isn't he? Like he looks like he could kill somebody for real, right?
And then like it is in the movie business.
Yeah.
2 years later, we're making a movie together.
Of course, yeah. Everyone's your best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
But you trained like it was a real boxing match, right?
Yeah.
And when you say that kind of training, because I got to get in shape. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm like a pencil neck.
What do you mean, man? Actually, you look good, man.
No, man, I'm too thin. So how do you? Because if I put on weight, I get a belly and tits.
Yeah.
Now, when you put on
same.
Do you? Are you?
Same.
So what is the training for Southpaw? What do I have to do to get in that kind of shape? Because you're super ripped in that.
I trained for 5 months. I trained twice a day for 5 months.
Right.
So I'd wake up in the morning, and over time I added miles to my road work, but I'd start at like 3 miles, and then eventually I was running 8 miles. And then I would go and I'd work out for 2 hours to do mitt work, heavy bags, speed bags.
Did you know how to do speed
typical
bags?
boxer training.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know how to do speed bags when you started?
No, I didn't know how to do anything.
Because when you hit that thing, it's hard. It actually is hard to hit a speed bag and do it.
Oh, I didn't know how to jab. I sucked.
Right.
And then over 5 months, every single day, twice a day, you just start learning the techniques. It took me 2 months to get speed bag and to feel confident in speed
And did
bag.
you spar with people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to hit you in the face? Or because listen, man, you got good looks. You don't want to. My face, nobody gives a shit.
Hit him.
If you hit me, it wouldn't make it, people are like, oh, you got hit. People assume I've been hit in the face. So so when you're in that situation, are they allowed to hit your face? They can't because you're in a movie.
They can hit my face, and they did hit my face. But we body sparred for a majority of the practice training sessions,
right.
And then we got into a full-on sparring, and then 6 weeks out we sparred a bit, and then we just started focusing on choreography because we had to choreograph all these fights.
Right.
It is amazing me how actors can get their bodies to morph into. It's a full commitment.
Yeah, man. Actors, it's just like, to me, everybody asks me why would you not want to get hit in the face? That's that's the most important thing in acting, and I'm always like, the most interesting thing to me in acting is learning from people. It's like learning what people are actually doing in real jobs that matter.
Right.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And so if you get hit, that's part of the job. And you can actually learn something. In fact, there are a number of actors that should get hit. And I actually am one of them. So, you know what I
Get
mean?
smacked around a bit.
Yeah, it was fine.
So when you're training and doing this thing, they get you on a strict regimen. It's twice a day in the gym, right?
Yeah.
And you're hitting. You're lifting heavy weights.
No lifting weights. Not that much lifting weights.
It's just all boxing and stuff.
All of it is pretty much boxing, and you run, and then you do. When you start working your body like that, you don't need. We do conditioning stuff every once in a while. We do running, or I do pull-ups all the time, or whatever. But
how many pull-ups can you do?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
With my belly and my tits?
Yeah, with your belly and tits.
I don't know. Which way? I could probably do these ones,
yeah,
the ones that are easier.
The only ones that we do.
Yeah, probably do
how
10.
many can you do of those?
I could probably do 10 of them, 15 of them.
10
right
or
now.
15?
Yeah.
When you're in shape, when
and
you're
then
training.
Tomorrow I'd wake up and I'd be like...
really sore.
Yeah.
But when you were in top shape for this movie, how many pull-ups could you do?
300,000 at a time.
No, but seriously. And what is it like? Do you go home because it's not only a physical thing, you've got to look a certain way. Yeah. Do you go home, get naked, and photograph yourself and say, man, I look good.
Oh,
this
absolutely.
Is it.
I have to scroll up on my iPhone, do you know what I mean? Through that period of time, that month, those months. Last summer, it was just, those are just, never mind.
No, but seriously, when you get in that kind of shape, do you not sit there? You have to evaluate if you're getting into, you've got to be believable on screen as a boxer.
No, well, that to me, it's not really how you look. It's about being able to fight. If you look like an idiot in the ring,
right.
Antoine shot these fight scenes. Antoine Fuqua, the director, shot these fight scenes with HBO cameramen. We didn't cut. I did not have a double. So I trained because I was so terrified I was going to look like a fool.
Right.
And so it wasn't about being like, oh, hey, I look like a boxer. Look how good shape I'm in. It was like, I need to be able to move around the ring. And so professional boxers, even people who love boxing, don't go, what an asshole.
Well, in the movie, you're one of these boxers that has to get smacked in the head a couple of times before you erupt.
Yeah.
Are those guys pulling punches, or are they hitting you in the head?
Sometimes hitting me in the head. And
really?
A lot of choreography, so you know, we're moving around the ring, and we've staged, for instance, round 1, and then round 2, and then round 6, and then round 7, whatever, so that there's a story to the fight. But sometimes we would improv too. We'd run around the ring. We, you know, our hands up, and we'd be like, "Yo, okay, I'm gonna throw 2 jabs, a left hand and a right hook, or whatever." And then, okay, I'm gonna block the first one. I'm gonna get hit by the second one, and then I'm gonna slip that, whatever. And then occasionally just forget what you said, and you just end up hitting somebody, or they just end up hitting you, and you know.
The Howard Stern Show.